The Tertiary Education Workers Union of Ghana has declared a nationwide indefinite strike over what the union describes as the government's lackadaisical attitude in addressing the concerns of workers. The union cites the failure of the government to pay Tier 2 pension allowances to fund managers, extra duty allowances and car maintenance allowances for junior staff, among others, for the industrial action. It follows an emergency National Executive Committee meeting held on Wednesday at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. It comes also as the Teachers and Education Workers Union of the Trades Union Congress, the Senior Staff Association, and the Ghana Association of University Administrators lay down their tools over improved working conditions. My colleague Ohim Nteria has more.
The Tertiary Education Workers Union of Ghana boasts of over 10,000 members in all the public universities nationwide. Members include cleaners, drivers, security personnel and administrative secretaries, among others on the various campuses. The union accused government of failing to honor its obligations to pay extra duty allowance, car maintenance allowance due members and pension funds to fund managers. A one-week ultimatum to government to act on the concerns of the union expired last week. National President Suleimana Abdulrahman, who addressed charged members at KNUST, says the workers are fed up with what he described as the lackadaisical attitude of government towards their concerns.
TEWU demands, or therefore demand, that payment of the Tier 2 pension funds by government to the fund managers immediately. 2. TEWU further demands payment of vehicle maintenance allowance to deserving staff, to TEWU members in the public universities without discrimination. 3. TEWU also demands the payment of extra duty allowance through overtime to the affected members in some of the public universities. National Executive Council NEC of TEWU held an emergency meeting this morning today, 31st January 2024, concerning the issues tabled above in the said meeting. NEC has resolved that following the lackadaisical nature of the employer, which is the government, resolved that the Tertiary Education Workers Union of Ghana is hereby declare an indefinite strike action. And the strike takes effect from 1st February.
The union says there will be repercussions for members who defy orders of the national executives to join the industrial action. Meanwhile, the union says members who provide essential services, such as members of the University Security Corps and principal secretaries, including those at the Vice Chancellor's offices, are initially exempted from the strike. Mr. Suleimana, however, explained.
We are not actually withdrawing everybody, because if we are withdrawing everybody, the security staff, everybody will have to go along with. But if government is failing to listen to us, at the end of the day, we have no option than to withdraw the whole security in the public universities. And I can tell you, if that happens, what will happen? The public universities will have to be locked down, but we don't want to get there. But of course, as I said, if we are pushed to a wall where we need to withdraw every services, that will be done. It's the security and the secretaries to the principal officers. We expect that they will assist the principal officers, I'm talking of the vice chancellors, the registrars, finance directors, to work with governments to make sure that they spearhead our issues to get it resolved.
From Kumasi, for JoyNews, Ohim Nteria reporting.
At the University of Cape Coast, a strike by the Senior Staff Association continues to bite hard. Some of the affected students have been speaking to JoyNews.
It's Bafo Esther. I'm from Sunyane. Some of my colleagues are from Wa, Cape Coast, Accra. Please, we have been here since yesterday. We are here to collect our certificates, but there is no one to assist us over here. So we are pleading with the government to give them whatever that they need, so that we can get our certificate.
My name is Barry Issa Mohammed. I'm from Fafraha, a distant student of UCC. Actually, I came to take my certificate today, my degree certificate today. But then when we came to campus, everything seems to work fine because from the onset, they did everything perfectly fine. No one told us something was going on. So after we cleared ourselves and then we did everything necessary we are supposed to do, coming to take our certificate and then we were told that they are on strike. So right now we are so frustrated and then we don't know what to do. Information reaching me is that some people were even here since yesterday. They had to sleep on campus just to make sure something would happen today. But unfortunately for all of us, nothing has happened. And then right now as we speak, we are stranded and then we don't know what. Some of us are actually coming from work. Some of us from Accra, like I already mentioned. And then some of us are working and then they had to take permission from their bosses just to come here. But then coming to see this situation is very frustrating.
We woke up one morning to a news of strike by the senior staff and TEWU of the various institutions, which UCC itself was affected. Our students, as we are affected by this great strike, when it comes to the university hospital, which serves not just the students' body, but the whole total, the community within UCC. Unfortunately, the hospital also had to be closed down at certain periods so that the strike action that has been taken by national would actually suffice. It's had a toll on students since these medical issues, day in, day out, calls keep coming to us as student leaders about students that want to visit the place to be checked up for various medical problems. Unfortunately, the hospital is not in a place to look after these people, and these people have to go to the teaching hospital, which is quite a distance from the university. Again, the strike of TEWU has also affected us very much, as our various lecture rooms, our various halls and environments have not been catered to with respect to its cleanliness, and students have to mask themselves up, spearheaded by the various student leaders, that is GRASAG and SRC, and the various heads of halls, to make sure that these environments are clean for students. And as we know, this is an academic environment, and cleanliness is very important to students. We plead, on behalf of the entire students' body, we plead to government and the stakeholders involved to make sure that the plea of both the Senior Staff Association and TEWU are met to ease the life of students all over campus across the country.